In full force for this one, a fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. First down, Bears. A handoff left, Barber. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Once again, it's Barber. And only able to get two here. Stopped at the 30. Well, these two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series. On second down, Barber. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Back to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
I should love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 1. On the give, here's McBride. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. The Vikings had 3-9 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where they're hoping to be a fall.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Now a handoff up the middle. Bryson, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Come on. Hey, three.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
19 tight.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Right there, hurt.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. Now, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Ready?
They'll stay on the ground with Barber. Fights through it, and he's got this down to the 35. 82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rolling to his right. For Marshall, that's complete. Touchdown! Terrace Marshall, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are able to widen their advantage. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
They find some open field here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Ready?
They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Bears will get the football back. They'll start on the ground with Barber. Nice little juke. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Come on, come on.
Now 2nd and 5.
19,000.
Up the middle they go with Barber. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's a handoff to Barber running right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
107 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
This will be caught downfield by Marshall.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Barber. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Johnson is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. Borregales now on for the point after.
And it's 21-3.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. They'll run on 1st down. Bryson.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. He'll drop to throw. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Now for the point after. It's up and good, and the lead is down now. At 11, it's 21-10. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This complete to Jones. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Second down and 4.
A run up the middle with Barber. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Graham, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out, continue to throw the ball effectively.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Pass taken in by
his big tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Up the middle they go. Bryson.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On play action, they'll throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the yards or less, that's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Running with Barber out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed